Welcome back to my YouTube channel, MEDICO Voice. Today I'm going to discuss the difference between apoptosis and necrosis. In my previous videos, I have dealt both the topic individually, so you can go there and watch apoptosis and necrosis individually for more understanding. So let's start the difference between apoptosis and necrosis. First point is apoptosis is a programmed cell death. That means controlled and coordinated event goes inside the cell for performing apoptosis. While in case of necrosis, cell death occur due to injury or due to any disease or through the process of autolysis. Autolysis means breakdown of the own cell. So, necrosis is also a cell death, but it is different from apoptosis in a way that no coordinated event or no controlled event goes inside the necrosis. So, second point is cell sink is present in the apoptosis. After apoptosis, the size of cell decreases. Cell shrink itself. While in case of necrosis, size of the cell increases. Cell undergoes swelling. Next point is, in case of apoptosis, pycnosis and karyoraxis occur. What is pycnosis? It means condensation of the nucleus, while karyoraxis means fragmentation of the nucleus. So, pycnosis and karyoraxis occur in case of apoptosis, but in case of necrosis, along with pycnosis and karyoraxis, karyolysis also occur. Karyolysis means dissolution of the nucleus, like this. You can see in the photograph, it is karyoraxis, means fragmentation of the nucleus, while this is dissolution of the nucleus. First, karyoraxis occurs, then karyolysis. All the nucleus, all the material inside the cell dissolve itself, dissolution occurs. Now come to fourth point, apoptotic bodies are formed in case of apoptosis. So, how apoptotic bodies form? Apoptotic bodies are the small bleb-like structure that is separated out from the main cell. First a small bleb are formed like this, and then it gets separated later from the main cell and become like this. Apoptotic bodies may also contain small fragments of organelles that may be present inside the main cell that come out in case of bleb formation and separated out from the main cell. So these are the apoptotic bodies. But in case of necrosis, no apoptotic bodies are formed. Fifth point is, apoptosis is an active process. That means ATP is required for performing apoptosis, but necrosis is a passive process. No ATP, no energy is required for performing necrosis. Next point is, apoptosis may be either physiological or pathological. Physiological means it can occur in a normal cell as well. Apoptosis can be present in our body normally, as in case of embryogenesis. I have discussed in my previous video. In case of embryogenesis, during formation of embryo, to remove the extra cells formed in case of conversion of from zygote to embryo, in order to save the body of the fetus, the extra cell undergo apoptosis. And pathological means apoptosis may occur in case of diseased condition, as in case of radiotherapy or chemotherapy. Cancerous cells are removed from our body by the process of apoptosis. But necrosis does not normally occur in our body. It is always pathological. It always occurs in diseased condition only. Now come to seventh point. In case of apoptosis, no inflammation is present. no sign of inflammation will be seen in case of apoptosis. The sign of inflammation are redness, swelling, increase in temperature, pain, and loss of function of the cell. But in case of necrosis, sign of inflammation is well observed. Come to the next point. In case of apoptosis, step-ladder pattern on agar gel electrophoresis is seen. Now, what is a step-ladder pattern? Electrophoresis is a process, is a technique to separate the chemicals. So, during agar gel electrophoresis process, DNA fragments arrange itself in according to their size, according to their molecular weight, and lower fragment of DNA will arrange upward and heavier fragments will go down, and it will arrange like a step ladder pattern. But in case of necrosis, diffuse or smear like pattern will be seen on agar gel electrophoresis. That means there will be no fragmentation, there will be no arrangement of the fragment of DNA in case of necrosis. Now, come to the important point of apoptosis. Annexin V. Annexin V is a chemical that is present in the membrane of a cell which has undergone apoptosis. The cell which has gone under apoptosis have annexin V chemical in their membrane, and this is the marker of apoptosis. So, annexin V is apoptotic markers. Presence of annexin V in the membrane of the cell will show that the cell has undergone apoptosis. But no chemical like this present in necrosis. Next point is apoptosis always occur in a single cell, but necrosis occur only in group of cells, not in a single cell. It will always involve a group of cells. So these all are the difference between apoptosis and necrosis. Hope you like the video. So like, share and subscribe. Thank you.